Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Big Bro, Little Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
I'm that guy.
Man, how you feeling, black man?
Well, I'm okay, man. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother died last week.
Condolences.
She raised me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was my partner.
Mm-hmm.
She knew me. We knew each other. Like I was telling you before, before we started, I was kind of going through a voicemail that she sent me last year.
Mm-hmm.
She said, hey, baby, hey. She said no, because she don't never call me grandson. I've never heard her say grandson.
Mm-hmm.
She say son,
Mm-hmm.
this mama. She don't never say this grandmama. She called me. She said this mama.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't busy, you and little man come down here and come grab your plate. You ain't got to stay long. I got to go plates. I just want to see you.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't around the world international cutting no Negro hair. That's exactly what she said. Negro hair. Mustn't love you.
Yep. That's a grandma. That's a grandma.
So I was laughing because she said, I cooked dinner. I got to go plates. So I know. So she know I wasn't gonna stay long.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm one of those people. I don't like being bothered.
Mm-hmm.
I get that from her. I'm gonna come in and do what I need to do and go home.
Mm-hmm. Pop in for a few.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to socialize with people I don't like to socialize with people I'm not sociable with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that leads me to this episode.
Hit them with it.
Family ain't family no more. And we need to do better. When I was thinking about this, I thought about what happens in families when Big Mama die.
Do you think the family falls apart?
Yes, it does. And it's so funny, right? A couple years ago, my Uncle Chino died.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma was really heartbroken. My Uncle Chino died. And I got this tattoo on my arm. It said, what do you do when your heroes die?
Mm-hmm.
You become one.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times in black families, when the matriarch dies, it's not one in training.
Mm.
For years, for the last 2 or 3 years, I kind of stopped going to a lot of family events.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I cook at home. Like, you know, I cook. And it's like, why am I going to my grandma? Why am I driving 40 minutes away to go eat? Because they're not going to fellowship with her. They're just going to eat. I mean, just saying per se, not saying mine. I'm just saying in general. So I don't want nobody like, oh, that's a lot. But they don't go to, they're going, everybody going to eat. Everybody going to go get a plate.
Mm-hmm.
She told me come get a plate. Most everybody was going to go get a plate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Get how that correlates. So a lot of times, you know, when grandmama die, everybody, the family go in disarray. Mama this, grandmama this, but so many people are not operating. They say they love grandmama or mama or dad, whoever dies, but they're not operating how they would operate. Oh, she was loving. Y'all not being loving. Mm-hmm. She was caring. Where the caring at? Mm-hmm. This ain't nothing but bickering and self-loathing. Everybody got their chest out. Mm-hmm. And I was saying this because in our community, I don't care about anybody else's community. Mm-hmm. Our community, we have the least. You know what I'm saying? We the records have shown that we have the least. Mm-hmm. We have the least because it goes back to what I said a couple of episodes ago. In our communities and our cultures and our families, same thing Mr. Let Go said last week. We exalt mama, the women, and we make the men feel equal. I'm equal to a man. That's why if you watch the women in our families, they talk to men any kind of way.
Any kind of way.
Any kind of way. Mm-hmm. You talk to the supposed to be provider and protector any kind of way.
Yep.
And at some point, you're gonna need some provision.
Yep.
That's why I'm gonna say this. That's why it's so many our family if you look at the family tree, it's so many women with multiple baby daddies and multiple kids and no rings and no family lineage or everything else. Because what we do in our families, in our communities, a lot of us, when it comes to me, I can't bring anything home to my mama. Cause I know who my mama is. You know what I'm saying? So if I ain't got no father at home, I'm gonna look to the bigger brother to see his character. You know what I'm saying? So when I bring home a man, that man got to be up to that character. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is, y'all let any man come over here and don't be up to par.
Yeah, we see that a lot.
You see what I'm saying?
We see that a lot. And to the original point, I do even think, even in my family structure, like my grandmother she's the glue to the family. Like she's the one that keeps everybody in touch. She the one that conflict resolution. She maybe not necessarily planning things and getting stuff together, but she's an integral part. Without her, I definitely wouldn't know half of my family. It's just so much that she is the center of. And now that I think about it, there is no male.
Like Bill Weathers, grandma hands. Grandma got her hands in everything. You say ain't no males. And that's the thing is, like, my character didn't come from the men in my family. My character came from my mother and the men outside of my family, because they poured into me so much. When they acknowledged the greatness that I didn't see. You know what I'm saying? So I learned how to put a nice suit on, how to articulate a thought without cussing, without being rambunctious, without being out loud, boastful, and everything else. I learned it from the men that I kind of nurtured me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I say family ain't family no more, it's like we ain't loving each other. We spend so much time dissing each other and talking bad to each other. It's like family members talk to you like you a person on the street.
Ain't no love, no care, ain't no compassion, no none of that.
No empathy, no nothing. But y'all said y'all love grandmama.
They ain't take that from Big Mom. They ain't
take that part from Big Mama. So what part did you get? Because basically what you did was you just did what you want to do and say, I love Big Mama. That's like saying, I love Jesus, but I'm going to act like a damn fool towards everybody else out in the world. So it's just been crazy, man. And this, I just think about, like, I seen a couple other friends, their family's been dying, or I see how, you know, when somebody goes to the hospital, how brother and sister act with the mama. It's like, we don't have no respect for elders. We don't have no respect for men, but we respect the women in our family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you ain't gonna say nothing crazy to your.
You out of line if you say something crazy.
You say something crazy to your cousin, y'all both females, and you say something out of line to your big cousin, you already know you ain't never gonna say nothing out of line to her.
Or you ain't never gonna hear the end of it in the family.
Yeah, but you'll talk crazy to all the men.
It's this double standard.
I get so upset when I'm around a family. It's hard to even describe it, bro. I get so upset when I see a cousin with a dude with no character. Most people be with men with no character because their mama was with men with no character. No integrity, no dignity. No respect.
So you're just emulating what they see.
It's emulating what they see. That's why I hate to hear the word family curses. Generational curse. That's not I don't believe in generational curse.
Why you say that?
Because you're teaching that. They ain't just embedded in you. It's embedded in you because that was grown in you. Mm-hmm. You didn't wake up. You weren't no baby, and they be like, "Oh, you gonna be fucked up because your mama done fucked up or messed up." I'm trying to cuss, but yeah.
Yes, and what you seen and how you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
so
I was talking to some friends, and we just talking about some stuff. We were saying just like having kids, right? If you know that the family dynamic is not a good dynamic, why are you having the kids? You're doing the kids a disservice anyway. Mm-hmm. But now you want to families not families no more because families are broken homes. Mm-hmm. All the homes are broken.
All of them.
Broken home full of broken people, full of folk, broken family members. So that's why when the glue is like grandma the glue, when she died, everybody fell to pieces because they were broken anyway. Mm-hmm. They were just getting pieced back together because grandma's hands was holding them together. Mm-hmm. Instead of them taking the time out to do the work to keep themselves together. Mm-hmm. I try to keep myself together to make grandmama proud. I didn't need grandmama to hold my hand. Grandma gave me what she gave me when I was little, and I ran with it. Like I said before, I'm the kid in the family who's raised by everybody. Most people in my family was raised by everybody. Mm-hmm. But here's the crazy thing: you don't exalt what they taught you, and then when stuff go awry, they forget what they taught you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna say, "Well, your kid's doing X, Y, Z," right? Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. You know that didn't happen because you taught them, you raised them. Mm-hmm. So you know that you know who you raised. Mm-hmm. You know who will say something, who won't. Mm-hmm. That goes back to what I said. The thing about my grandma quote. She knew who will come and who don't. Mm-hmm. She know who will show up and who won't. Mm-hmm. While she was going through a sickness, I came a few times, many times I could. I came a few times, and it's like she told my cousin, she was like, "Yeah, your cousin knows some big old babies." You know what I'm saying? But I seen them. Then I saw her, man. But Mary told me. Mary said, "Babe, I'm tired." Mm-hmm. The first time I saw her, I said, "Mary, you gotta come off out of this." She said, "I'm tired, baby." I don't feel I'm not angry, upset, nobody, whatever. You know why? Because I did right by Mary. Mm-hmm. I made Mary proud. Mm-hmm. Most of the people everybody who mad,
they didn't.
When you know you did your job, mm-hmm. you got your chest. You don't got no animosity towards nobody when you know you did your job. Mm-hmm. That's like in any relationship. When you knew you did right, when you walk away, you don't feel no kind of way. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I preach that all the time. Just do your part. Mm-hmm. Just do your part to the best of your ability. You can't worry about this person, that person, how they gonna react or not. Just do your part. Because at the end of the day, you did all you could.
Yeah.
Can't nobody argue with that.
Even though you probably didn't do the most you could do, at least your intentions were good.
Yep. At least your intentions were good. So, what do you think is like the cause of like how the family structure has been set up? Well,
because there's no men in their proper place. Mm-hmm. There's no even if grandmama is a single, even though if granddaddy died mm-hmm. and grandmama here, grandmama got 2 sons, 3 sons. Instead of going they go to the daughter first. Though I said they teach their daughter how to be masculine, their mm-hmm. sons how to be feminine, mm-hmm. so their daughters can withstand being without mama per se. Mm-hmm. But the boys lose their mind when they feel like something getting ready to happen. Mm-hmm. So I hate saying I feel, but you know what I'm saying, I don't believe in feelings like that. My suggestion is that you give it to the son because we the ones to carry the name. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm gonna show you how to do this if I'm not here. Let me tell you a secret. That's how my mama did me. Mm-hmm. That's how my mama showed me. Mm-hmm. I can operate without talking. I talk to my mama once a week. We may text her, "I love you," in our group chat. My mom, my pops, you know what I'm saying? My sister, my brother-in-law. Mm-hmm. But I can operate without my mama I'm efficient, and I've been efficient. Even when I was not on my square and on my purpose, I always knew how to manage.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So what I was saying is we need to start putting that to our sons. Stop feminizing your son and masculizing your women.
Yeah.
Reverse it. You know what you're doing. You got to be strong for you don't need no man. Now, you got to be able to not do this for yourself, but the point is to go get a man and build with him. Get a man who's trying to build something as well. Stop trying to get somebody. Stop walking around here with these old niggas. Y'all been dating for 7 years looking for a ring. He ain't marriage minded. He wasting your time and you wasting his. Yep. Now, you're not wasting his. He's enjoying his, but he wasting yours. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the days when you used to go meet a woman, you had to get past her brothers, and her cousins. They'd be like, "Who are you?" See, now in the families now, you just bring anybody into the family.
But anybody,
they show this anybody. One thing I respect about my sister. Shout out to my sister. My sister always treated me with that respect. She always gave me that. She be like this. Oh no, but I can't. My sister ain't come home with a lot of boyfriends.
She already knew what time it was.
You know, she came home with Larry. You know, she came home with a lot of boyfriends.
She knew what time it was.
She knew her brother was gonna be looking like, who is this? What's your plan? What's your purpose? Are you on your purpose? What you got going on? What's your plan with her? See, but when you go to your family and you see your cousins bring all these random guys home, see, because they check the girls you bring home, the girl cousins, they be looking side eye her. But when you try to see what's going on, who the brothers is, oh, I got it. That's why they put babies in y'all and don't marry y'all, and that's why they hold your life up, because no, though he don't got the answers to nobody in the family.
He just get to do whatever he wants.
He get to run amok in the palace.
Now you looking crazy at your family reunion. Now you looking crazy.
Hey, now you 3 and 4 babies in, y'all live together. But he won't give you. But he won't spend $75 to go get you no ring. But it's acceptable because mama them accepted it. The uncles accepted it. Everybody cool with it. But I'm the one with the problem with it. I'm just saying, like, not in mine, but everybody be a problem with it. I be having a problem with shit like that.
I'm starting to also realize that and why I think it's so important to have male cousins, big brothers, and men in the family to check these women, or not check the women, I'm saying, and to scope out the men that these women are bringing home, is because a lot of them be bad judge of character. As men, we know what to look for.
But you know, though, here's the crazy thing, though. Like, they will have somebody in their family with that character. With the character of a man that you should want. And they will bypass. You see what you want. That's why we don't exalt the men in our family. You see your girl cousin getting them damn degrees. Girl, I want to be just like you. But you don't see the man cousin be like this, or the man or your brother would be like this. But I want a man like him, because I know where he come from. I know what he was taught. I knew what I was taught. I know what he was taught. I'm trying to be with something he can be proud of. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have that in our black. And I'm just saying, I don't know white families, but we don't have that in our families. We just do the hell we want to do. Everybody do the hell we want to do. And then somebody say, you can't judge. That's everybody's favorite line. You can't judge me.
But tattoo on the shoulder blade, or only God can judge.
Only God can judge.
Only God can judge. And I'm even curious I got to ask my sister even about that, if she even thinks about that. And it's kind of funny that you bring this up, because yesterday I was having a discussion with my sister, and she called me for some advice. And exactly what I had told her a few weeks prior happened. And I was like, I told you. I told you this was going to happen because of this. I know you, and the things that you was looking for was not present. In the situation. So you kind of brought this on yourself because you was
they don't know
in
what
these emotions.
It's like you never seen it.
It's like it, but she's going back. To me, she's going backwards now. Like she started doing decent with that. Now it seems like she's going backwards, and I'm like,
just like when I look for in a woman, I look for my characteristics of my mama. Mm-hmm. My mama ain't perfect, but I look at characteristics of my mama. My mama grinded and tried to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy?
What?
My sister has very high standards for the women I bring home.
They all do.
But the funny thing is, on her side,
they be the low standards. But if you have a high standard, it's a problem.
Like, I'd be like, if you got these high standards from me, how did you end up with this low of a standard for yours?
She said you deserve better. But when you tell her that she deserves better,
I ain't saying nothing. Is that what you're telling me? I ain't saying nothing, basically. Yeah, and I do see this dynamic even in it's just a lot. It's so much more being revealed to me, just like how heavily matriarchy our families are in the Black community. I mean, and I get everybody gonna use the excuse of the jail, the men in right. I get all of that, but it's still like the way that it's taught though. I feel like it still doesn't have to be taught and passed down the way it is.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If you know the statistics are so high for all this stuff they're talking about, and you have these sons, pour them to them the proper way. Mm-hmm. You know the kind of man you know what a man, quote unquote, supposed to look like, and you know what direction he's going. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you see certain behaviors, no, you can't wear your hair like that. You look like a nigga getting ready to go to jail. No, you can't be sagging your pants. No, you can't have tattoos everywhere. Not right now. Mm-hmm. Get into your purpose first. Mm-hmm. No, you can't do that. No, you can't. No, you can't come home smelling like you've been outside. Mm-hmm. But you know why that happened? You know why they can do that?
Why?
Because mama let the dude she talked to do that. She let the sister, who probably the older sister, do that. She let her man come to the house and do that. Mm-hmm. So the kids at home feel like they can do that too. See, a lot of these women need provision, and not somebody who can pay all the bills. Somebody who can give you some proper counsel, who can show you how to move in life. Mm-hmm.
And I think my problem with it is I don't I don't mind. I wouldn't mind women operating in their masculine, quote unquote, and being these alpha females in which they say, if they were actually doing what the men used to do. Meaning like, so let's say if you're the breadwinner in the family, the woman, or she dealing with a broke dude, like her elevating him, or her doing the things that a man would do. So taking care, I won't say taking care of him, because I still don't believe that men should be taken care of, but just still holding the man at, like, the man is still important. Like they operate as if like they can go on in the world and like they will never need a man ever.
And that's why all people aren't equal. Like I hate whenever I converse with a female, once she says she's an alpha female, I know exactly where this is going.
Yes, it can't work.
It won't work, because every time I say something, you can't even listen.
Yeah,
because you're trying to respond. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can't even. And his thing, and I can't have a family with you, because know what's gonna happen? We're gonna go back and forth every damn day.
Y'all gonna butt heads. See,
and the thing is, men want peace, but no, women want compliance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They wanted it, boy.
They want a dude to comply. It's like this. They want a dude to agree with them.
But you know, my problem is My problem with alpha females is they think they're supposed to get with a super alpha male. Take your ass over to a beta male.
No, but the thing is, they usually get beta males. That's why more alpha females are single.
Well, I only say that in the instance of even when if they have a beta male, I've seen it where they it's still like a barrier of like commitment right there. And then like they'll be like, oh well, like because I'm looking for a nigga to put me in my place. Like that's why I like, and it's like.
But the thing is, you should.
There is no nigga to put you in your place.
But the thing is, you should already be there.
Apparently, they can't find a place.
No, the thing is that it's no such thing as an alpha female. It's like saying you a boy girl.
Hey, tomboy, that's all them words.
Yeah, like this. That's not it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's so crazy to hear the conversation. But those are the people that so many guys are having families with. And then they come to the house and they talk to you crazy. So they think that's how they're supposed to operate with men. Mm-hmm. Like, cause you can talk to him crazy. Mm-hmm. If you know you can't talk to him crazy. Perfect example. When you know you can talk to your girl crazy, you talk to women crazy. Mm. When you degrade your woman. Mm-hmm. When you degrade your woman, you degrade all women. Mm-hmm. Everything B and H and O, know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To all of them, you ain't shit. No, know what I'm saying? The same thing with women. When you don't understand who daddy is, and you got a daddy at home, if daddy ain't teaching you how to get along with men, you'll never know how to get along with men. A lot of these women ain't never been with a man. They ain't never got to a point they can get along with a guy.
Yeah.
You can't get along.
Yeah.
So get what though? If you can't get along with your family members, that's how you treat people outside your family. And that's why you don't have what you need to have. That's why community we're struggling. We don't teach each other with grace and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And mercy.
Mm-hmm. But it's just like it's only crazy to me. We do all this Bible reading, all this religious stuff, and don't use half of the principles.
Don't read it enough to even be talking about what they're talking about.
It always baffles me. It always baffles me. But I just hate that like we even in this state like.
But I know though. But we've been here though. Just like when you watch the movie Soul Food.
I was literally about to say that. Yeah.
Like this, everybody was on a different type of time. Mm-hmm. Because she had daughters, they all wanted to run them up. Mm-hmm. Their husband didn't have no say so for real. You know what I'm saying? Terry was on her second husband. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Vivica Fox's husband used to be Terry's boyfriend. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they just doing what they wanted now.
Hey, Neil Long husband, nigga fresh out of jail trying to get it going. It wasn't fast enough for her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So she tried to call the other nigga. Mm-hmm. They put him on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I told him he stopped by and bought her a bracelet. You see what I'm saying? Your real woman would never said no thank you. Mm-hmm. Why are you even contacting me?
Yep.
I'm a married woman.
Yep. What would you suggest that men do to like let's say we just us men, we want to make a change in this family structure. Like, what would you say?
Hey, get on your square, get on your purpose, and if they don't see your purpose, you move along. You know what I'm saying? You let them do what they gonna do over there. Mm-hmm. But what the verse say? As for me and my home, we gonna do it like this over here. Mm-hmm. Cause that ain't. If you see this ain't been working. Mm-hmm. Auntie them down there 50 and 60 with new boyfriends and husbands every 4 years. Cause guys have been replaceable. Because you ain't never met one who had his own thing going. Mm-hmm. You want to get on your train. Mm-hmm. Then your daughter see that. Then they can't get no man because they got little motion But when they meet a man with some motion, they don't know how to get under his covenant.
Mm-hmm.
Then they meet another dude with no motion. They gonna talk about how he ain't enough.
Mm-hmm. And then the cycle continues. It just keeps going.
It keep going.
It keeps going. And that's why I was even my sister, I'd be so on her. I'll be like, Anisha, you have to work at breaking this. Like, you have to.
You gotta do better.
Like, because your mom she didn't properly show you how to do this thing at all. So you have to like do how she can work better at that?
How? Your situations. If and when she sees you with someone who's up to par,
mm-hmm.
who is on the same type of time,
mm-hmm.
and you're leading a household,
mm-hmm.
she will see what it's supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the women you're with and who you are when you're with those women, she'll see it. So she probably have high standards for you or whatever the case may be,
mm-hmm.
because she want you to show her as the big brother how to navigate and what
mm-hmm.
she's supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how we got to start our families off.
Mm-hmm. I think I got to get back to bullying my sister too. And I'd like, for some reason, like I have tried so many different approaches for the women in my family, but the only thing that really seemed to like do something or like get some kind of movement is when I bully them. And I hate to say it, I love y'all to death. Like, don't, take offense, but that's the only way that I've seen some level of results and change.
Mm-hmm.
It's been via that. And that's why I said like episodes ago, we got to get back to bullying women apparently. And I don't mean this in like, oh, like I'm like mentally abuse you. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying, I guess bullying is that. But what I'm saying is like letting them know the things that they are doing is clown behavior. It's whack. It's not up to par. Like just forcing them to kind of like raise their standards and
mm-hmm.
treat themselves.
But you got to show them the standard they need to be on.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like I'm the type like, man, when I see the females I'm close to, I size them dudes up like, that what you doing? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's his plan?
Mm-hmm.
What's his plan for you? Are you in that plan? And get what? And somebody gonna say, the crazy thing is, when I was dating, when women, brothers and cousins meet me, they be like this: I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in any room I walk into, everybody likes me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
In my grown up man stage, if your mama is solid, if your brothers and stuff are solid, they meet me, they shake my hand.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to your
recognize real.
If I go to your meet and greet with your crib party or whatever,
mm-hmm.
somebody gonna be like this. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I done been somewhere years ago. I done been somewhere and somebody mama done said, done told the girl I was with or whatever. It was like this. Oh, that's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. Nah, baby, that's it right there.
That's
it right there.
That's him.
That's I'm not lying. I done heard it 1,000 times. That's him right there.
Mm-hmm.
Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Grown man.
Mm-hmm.
You
ain't here to play no game.
You wouldn't even understand how to be with him if you're in a grown woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a grown woman. You're not operate with him.
Mm-hmm.
He a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
His presence is strong.
Mm-hmm. He ain't here to play with all that.
When I walk in a room, niggas they want to shake my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wonder who I am when I walk in the room. That's how men's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Kevin used to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
The wolf pack, men getting around men.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The emotional, like you look at me like, yeah, I want to be like,
mm-hmm.
but my cousin, he popping.
And we all better than each other.
Every time you see him, he look good. Every time you see him, he groomed. Every
Mm-hmm.
time you see him, he smell good. He walk in the room, he articulate. He can talk to ladies. He ain't trying to flirt with every girl. He got discipline. He got all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be down.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't do that in the fact. We don't exalt them brothers in our families. They gonna say he don't exist. Oh, because you don't see that. Because you ain't your eyes ain't grown enough to even see who he is. Mm-hmm. And guess what though?
You know, I don't even think it's that. I think they held up on. I hear more women say the mistakes that a man will make as opposed to the good things that he's done.
Let me tell you something. They got to focus on the mistakes, because if you focus on 90% of the good stuff, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to focus on that 10. Because if you focus on that 10, that basically means, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He bad. That 10. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Even when I was giving my sister advice, she was just like, I don't like this. I like counseling people. I don't like being the one that need to come to people. And I'm just like,
yeah, because you need the help too.
I'm like, what's wrong with wanting to be better?
Same with us when we say your ass need therapy. We need some help sometime too.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Like literally, there's okay nothing
for everybody to help somebody.
Bruh, nobody is perfect. If you see an area I'm struggling in and I see an area you struggling in, why not will we help each other to be better, as opposed to, I ain't talking about my area.
But that's how we build families. Family ain't just because y'all got blood. Mm-hmm. Family who you bond with. Mm-hmm. See, you like my family. I bond with you. I ain't got no biological brothers. Mm-hmm. E my brother because we bond. Mm-hmm. Chad's my brother because we really bond. Because like this, when I'm doing something wrong, he be like, bruh, big bruh, that ain't it. Mm-hmm. If I was talking to somebody, if I was around a girl who went for me, he'd be like this, you heard him, that ain't it. Mm-hmm. He could tell me that. When he was out here doing whatever, and I said, look, bruh, that ain't it. He was like this, okay. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you listen to that counsel, being around proper guys. That's how you build a family. That's why I say family ain't family no more. Mm-hmm. Everybody ain't loving on each other no more.
Yeah, no.
See, but those are tools that Mary gave me. Mary and Andrea gave me them tools. Mm-hmm. Mary did it a different kind of way, and Andrea did it a different kind of way. But I was smarter to differential the parts. Mm-hmm. I took what I understood the assignment, what I needed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even man, the entire family structure is just literally falling apart in the Black community. Like, I told my sister this too. I was like, we gotta be who's gonna organize family reunions? Like, who's the people that's gonna like get in here and do this? Like, it's our turn to do that. Like, and half of us ain't even been in touch.
That's why I used to like I said, going over grandma's house, right? Grandma go grandma's house, grandma cook, right? Mm-hmm. I'd be like, damn. Or I might go to my share house, she'll cook too. But I'm just saying, like, we got all these women in the house, all these women in the family. Why everybody ain't cooking? We got all these, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got houses. Why everybody ain't cooking? Mm-hmm.
Cookouts don't even be happening no more.
But we don't. Family ain't family no more. The family don't spend time with each other no more. Like, the family don't operate with each other no more. Like this. It's crazy, right? Like I said, grandma died last week. So I saw my grandma died Thursday. I saw her Wednesday. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My auntie asked me, you ain't got no girlfriend? I was like, nah. But one auntie asked me that. But I was over there the week before. Mm-hmm. Another auntie asked me the same thing. I was like this, did y'all talk to each other or something?
But has your family ever tried to hook you up with women?
No.
Man, let me tell you, like.
Oh, no, I'm telling you back. When I was growing up, like this.
They tried to
No, not really, because my cousins, the first 5 of us are all like literally, one's like 2 years. Mm-hmm. Her brother is like a year and a half. Mm-hmm. I'm 6 months. My other cousin like a year and a half. My other cousin 2 years. So the first 5, we're all like around the same age. Uh-huh. So it's 3 girls and 2 guys. Mm-hmm. So I used to talk to all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so stuff like that. Like, I do their friends.
And I was gonna say, it's interesting how they hook up versus like a guy putting another guy on. So like, my mom is trying to like hook me up with it. Like, she ain't went far with it, but she's tried to tell me about some women and like how she like describes the women. Mm-hmm. And like how she tries to put them on. It's always their career. She a doctor. She got a month. Like she. And I'll be like, all stuff that I don't, as a man, don't care about. I mean, like, what am I supposed? Okay, she a doctor. Like, it sounds like she's super busy. Don't have time for like. But yeah, she like, you know what I'm saying. But I'm asking my mom like, okay, like, well, what she look like? My mom like, you act like you walk around with the finest thing. It's like, no, I just want to know, like, why would I care about her accolades as far as work, but not care about how she looks and what, like,
It ain't like she gonna put in on some of these bills over here.
yeah, like. So it's just interesting that dynamic is so different when like women try to like hook you up with a woman versus, and I'm also at the age now where like when I'm out in public, older women will see me and they'll ask like, you gotta, cause I know somebody, my niece, she looking for, like they'll, you know, I'm at that, like, you know, usually like 28 to like, I guess like, and on, like they always try to, if you single, you know what I'm saying? So I just always thought that was very interesting how women do that. But my boy, you gonna be good?
I'm good, man. I ain't cried. I mean, no film coming soon. You know,
for sure.
I may go in there and fall out.
Yeah.
Lord, take me acting like a damn fool.
So how you like what's your like how's your mindset? I know like the family's all in disarray,
Man,
probably. Like,
something.
how are you approaching this?
My mindset is Mary gave them tools and I'm gonna use them. Mm-hmm. Hey, ain't no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
I can't do what I need to do. Mm-hmm. Falling out. Tell me what I'm gonna do now. She showed me what to do. Mm-hmm. She knew my character. She stored a lot of that. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She stored some. She stored a lot of it. So, you know, one day at a time, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Prayers to you and the family. Sorry for your loss, of course. Even the stories you told me about you and your grandma.
But Mary, man, Mary, they're my partner.
My partner now.
Mary showed up when nobody would show up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even when my mom wouldn't show up or couldn't show up, Mary showed up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think even listening to that before we get out of here, like, it just seemed like there was more people there for you in the family structure, and then it kind of diminished more and more. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what happened in my family. Like for me, I that's exactly what happened. I was everybody's baby till they had their own baby. Mm-hmm. Then when they got busy with theirs, they forgot about me. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you something about God before we go. When I was like 11, one of my best friends in the neighborhood, his dad, shout out to Bobby, his dad, Dr. Bean. Doc was like, okay, I know your mom and dad going through a divorce. They got divorced. My dad dad left or whatever. Mm-hmm. Doc said, okay, I got you. He was the first male to say he had me and never let go until he died. Helped me get in school. Mm-hmm. Helped me get my first apartment. Mm-hmm. Helped me navigate through life. He died when I just got out of barber school when he died.
Damn. He got you to the path of setting your life up. Damn.
He died, and I got a barber school in April. He died in May. Mm.
Boy, he did his job. Man.
Same thing. How Mary did her job. Mm-hmm. Doc did his job. Mm-hmm. That's what a lot of my character and my talking and my me being a thinker come from. Mm-hmm. Because when I was a kid, living with everyone, I see how everybody lived.
Yeah, you got to observe it all.
Mm-hmm. So I put in that computer. Then I got with Doc. Doc was a preacher. He wrote books. Educated man, doctor, 7-8 degrees, doctor. Hey, when you said his name, it meant something. You said his name in the church, it meant something. When you said his name at the school, it meant something. When you said his name, every job he had, when you said his name, it showed character. And I saw that and I said, that's what I want. Regardless of my faults. When I saw that, that's what I wanted.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Before we leave, he said this one thing. And he wasn't my blood. Though I say family ain't family no more. He wasn't my blood. Didn't have no affiliation with my mama. He wasn't doing. He said this one thing. He said, I love you more than anybody else will ever love you.
Hey, shout out to him.
Yeah. He showed me. I mean, he died when I was 27 years old. And I was like, damn. When he died, I was like, man, they gonna forget about me. You know what I'm saying? His partners, you know what I'm saying? I mean, me and that family, we not as close, but me and Bear still, his son still talk. We talk often. No, I just talked to him the other day. I said, but he gave me them tools. That's the thing about Storm. When you're family, you have to store that goodness. That's why I ain't acting like a damn fool. Because grandmama stored that goodness. My Uncle Chino stored that goodness. My Uncle Clint stored that goodness. That's why I got so much grace for everybody around me. Because being raised by all those people, when I turned to a gorilla, y'all made the gorilla.
Yep.
Man, it's been a good talk, man. Hey, family, y'all ain't family just because y'all blood. Y'all family because y'all give hugs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, see about the people who see about you.
Yes.
This been good, man. I'm the Flash.
Comedian Lonnie.
We out.
Peace.